Hello guys, welcome to another day with Zimaleta. Today is our third renovation type of day for my home. It is really surprising that in just 3 days I have completely plywooded my entire house, guys, just getting rid of all the metal siding, which was pretty annoying because this is obviously a manufacturer type of home. It's not a trailer, but I guess it is for some people's mindsets. But it's definitely a lot like a home. It's got a roof and everything, but the metal siding is just really kind of like the ugly thing about it. So I decided to, of course, rip it off and replace it with plywood so that I could put vinyl siding and like later on build an addition and other stuff that the normal house is supposed to have, like, you know, things like windows and all this other good stuff, guys. And so this is just a third day, which is really surprising to me because when I bought all the plywood, I was kind of thinking, can I do this in 3 days? Can I even do this in a week? Like, you know, because you don't know. Like, it just seems like it's a lot because people pay like 30-year mortgages and stuff, like even for these little things, guys. You'd be surprised. So I'm basically just time-lapsing everything, and this whole video that's 10 minutes long, it's pretty much a whole day of work, guys. So I had to like rip all the stuff out and do some adjustments and, you know, that kind of thing. And of course, a lot of screws I had to get rid of, and a lot of cutting through like all the caulking that I did and all the spray foam insulations, and I just had to redo some stuff. And of course, this little hole that you're looking through is basically like a bathroom window. That's what it was. And of course, I decided not to have a window in the bathroom because once I'm going to have an addition, that window would actually end up in the addition type of portion of the house. So therefore, it's not going to be getting a window. I also have planned on in having a window in the kitchen, which is kind of like where you would see the framing kind of like to the right side, where, you know, kind of like to the right side of this home here. And I decided not to have the window there because that's where the kitchen's going to be. And I was thinking about maybe opening up the kitchen, you know, to have the entry here or there. It was really kind of hard to decide. That's what I'm talking about, where the metal siding is. This is why I have a window frame there that I built. And then I just decided not to have a window. I actually just removed it and covered it up because I would like to have the kitchen to have the feel that it's open type of kitchen, but at the same time that it's not going to feel like I don't know, like a manufactured home, you know, because you would kind of see through both ends of the walls and stuff. And I just thought it's a better idea just to have the kitchen all by itself. In this room here, you know, we could call it sunroom or whatever, but essentially this is actually going to be like a bedroom. Maybe eventually it's going to be like a little living room area, maybe like an office area. But for now, we only have 2 bedrooms. So once I build a room here on the deck, which I am thinking about taking on this project once I finish everything else, and I already bought all the materials, guys, believe it or not, for this project. Once I build it, it's actually going to give this home a whole new look. Plus, when everything's going to be done, kind of like all the windows installed, all the siding is done, all the kind of like trim and everything, it's definitely going to give a whole new look, guys. It's going to be like a lot more fresher, a lot more enjoyable. But over here, guys, as you could see, I'm teaching my wife how to use the nailer, and she's was doing like really good with it, guys. She kind of had a like a fun day with it, and I actually showed her how to shoot it like a gun by not actually tapping up against the plywood right into the trees. She was really surprised how far it really flies, guys. It's like dangerous. You know, that's good that they actually have a way to prevent you from actually shooting it, because you actually have to have it pressed against something, you know. But my wife was a big help. She was a help in picking this property out to begin with. You might be surprised that my Instagram model wife basically helped me pick out this home that is really ugly and for us to live in. But she's a real estate investor at heart, and she knew that this would be like a really good investment for us, and she understood that it's going to be like a struggle getting everything fixed. But it's one of those things, guys. Sometimes you just got to be willing to take the risk and be hopeful and just basically be a dreamer. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. I know I used to be made fun of that, kind of like I'm a dreamer, I'm always dreaming of something bigger, you know. But guys, there's just nothing wrong with it. You like, if you like want to have like good life, and you know, you have to dream a little bit. Like, you have to be a dreamer. And you know, like hopeful. Like if there's like no hope, then it's like you're gonna be feeling down, kind of like depressed and that kind of stuff. You gotta feel hopeful. You can't like think that just because your life is kind of like not pretty right now, or you don't have like everything in your life, that it's always gonna stay like that, guys. I remember times, and you'll still hear me say it, guys, when I would not have the money to like fix any of my stuff. I would not have money to just keep going. Like I would not have money for fuel or like for food and stuff. I remember when I had to like when I was working on the Sprinter and stuff, just to pay my bills and stuff, just so I could afford it. Like I had to actually eat Roman noodles type of soup and buy oatmeal. And I know oatmeal is like healthy for you, but at the time that's all I could afford, because if I was to buy like something like fancy like Taco Bell, I might end up going broke. It's like it's funny, but that's just like how it was. I had to go through that, just so I could pay the bills and stuff. And it was a struggle. And I've been doing expediting for a while, and I've been doing pretty good. And I had ups and downs, obviously, but sometimes it's like you get into the groove. Like you just pay your bills, and your Sprinter breaks again or your van breaks again, and you just gotta keep fixing it and keep going. And it's like it's a struggle. Like it could literally make a grown man cry. Like believe me, I had those moments where you're thinking, man, what am I gonna do? Like what am I gonna do? Like there's literally like nobody that could really help you except like yourself. And you know good luck asking for help and stuff. So I really didn't. Like I just kind of like just handle it on my own, and just rolled with the punches. And I at the times that when I didn't have everything, I just kind of like I just relied on God, and I try to be humbled by Him, and I just keep going. It makes you kind of like really stronger and stuff, because you know if nobody got your back, God always has your back. And to me, that's just the way I live my life, guys, all the time. So you just gotta have fun, like, and enjoy yourself. And look, guys, I did all the talking, and we're almost done building. And basically, look, this whole side is almost done. It's like this whole side right here, I think it's about, give or take, about 30 feet, maybe 30 plus feet over here. And it's really surprising how fast this work goes, guys. It's really amazing. Like, and I kind of like, when I was building this, it's not like I really was like really hustling and bustling. I mean, my plan was just to do this in one day, and that's how long I did it. Like if I wanted to do it faster, sure, I could have actually done it faster. And but I done it on my own time, and it still came out pretty good, like in plans. But basically, guys, each day I'm going to be doing this and getting more and more done, guys. And I am kind of excited to see what this house is going to look like, because this is my first real estate investment. I will have more, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do it exactly. But one thing's for sure, guys, once I do know something, I do share with you guys. But in the meantime, I do all the research. I show you guys, like what I'm doing here to my home already. Because once I'm going to be done, then I'm pretty sure I'm going to know already like what's going to be the next step. Because the whole idea right now is finish up what I'm doing so I could open up more opportunities to come. Because right now, this is like a lot. This is a lot on my plate. But anyways, guys, we're done outside. Let's go inside. I gotta cut these holes out here for the windows. And look at this, guys. I just drew a couple holes, like one on top and one at the bottom, and I could easily just basically just cut right through. I know, guys, I already showed you this clip before, because I already took a lot of these clips just to kind of tell you guys what I'm doing. But anyways, I'm just gonna sort of like repeat myself, even though it's not gonna be quite the same. But basically, it's as simple as that, guys. Just cut it out and install a new window. For some of you guys that are wondering, like, why did I cover up my windows with plywood like that? But really, normal when people are doing it, there is no windows. So when you're doing plywood, that's exactly the way you're supposed to install it, due to faster installation. Like if I was to be outside and measure out each window to be like exact, and it would take a long time for me to actually do that, and I would not be able to do the project as fast as I'm doing it. That's why a lot of contractors, they just basically plywood up the whole thing, and that's it, and then cut all the windows out. So I kind of followed that same routine, and it worked out for me. And you could see all this other type of drywall lined up over there. That's because I just disassembled my living room, and I'm going to be remodeling that in like the next video. So that's what it looks like right now, guys. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this home remodeling series, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.